Evan Almighty 23 coming at you with a new video, and this one is an online game. I'm playing with the Cleveland Browns in this one, and I'm facing off against the Oakland Raiders. And the Oakland Raiders are a very good Madden team. They got a lot of speed, and when I'm playing with my Browns with a kind of slow secondary, it's very difficult to keep up with the speed because they have speed all across the board. And this guy was a pretty good opponent. If you guys would like to know his online record, his record was about 70 some wins and 20 some losses. So this guy was a very difficult opponent, and you know, it was a hard game to play. I was having a lot of trouble stopping his offense. His offense was very difficult to stop. You know, I had a lot of trouble, and at the time I played this game, my defense was not that strong. Recently I've been labbing some defense. My defense is a lot better. So, you know, in the next couple videos, you guys are going to see my defense improving, because I always have had the offense this year, and you know, enough offense to be able to win money on Virgin Gaming and all that, a decent amount of money on there. You know, enough offense for that, but my defense, you know, sometimes my defense would give up, you know, wins. And just recently, you know, I've been labbing defenses, finding better defenses, and I've been able to stop, you know, in a lot of people, and that really just makes my offense play even better when I'm going in confident with a lead. But anyways, I want to thank you guys so much. So basically, Addy put up a video where I was playing Addy cards. You know, it was a good game. I was up by, I think, 3 going into halftime with ball. Totally fell apart in the second half. The second half, it was just like I totally handed the controller over to a toddler. You know, I was playing horrible in the second half. And that's, you know, I played Addy cards twice in both games. The first game, I was up by, I think, 3 points. And I had a couple seconds to go. I had the ball. I ran a draw just for the heck of it. I probably could have just kneeled it out. And he hit stick fumbled me and took it to the house. So I should have won that game. This game, you know, that I played versus Addy cards, the second game, I was up, had a secure lead, had the ball, had the game totally in my hands. But, you know, the second half, I totally fell apart, was throwing interceptions, making bad reads. But that's part of the game. Addy Cards is a great opponent, and I want to thank him for posting it on my channel. A lot of you guys came over and, you know, came to my channel and supported, you know, me right off the bat. You guys commented on my video that I posted yesterday, and you guys were just like, you know, commenting and just giving me all this feedback. And in my last video, I actually asked, you know, could we get, you know, 35 likes, because last video I asked for 30 and we got it. I got home from work last night, guys, and I get on YouTube, and not only did I have a lot of views on the video, I had 42 likes and 0 dislikes. And I can't tell you the smile that put on my face. Like, it was the biggest smile my face could produce. It's the biggest smile I've ever had. I couldn't even tell you the feeling it was. For me, you know, a dream to, you know, get noticed on YouTube and people to enjoy my content and entertain people. I love video editing. I love entertaining people, you know, showing people my games. I love, you know, talking to people and interacting with you guys. And all the comments you guys left were just so amazing. You know, when you commented the things you said, like, oh, you know, you can maybe make it big one day and all this, you know, it meant so much. I can't even tell you guys how much that meant to me. And all the likes helped so much. Those likes, I couldn't believe I had 42 likes. You know, just if you guys keep liking my videos and get my videos out there, I promise you guys, you know, I'll repay you. You know, I will work very, very hard. I'm a very hard worker. I'll work, you know, I work to edit the videos. I'll work to bring special videos. I'll work to give giveaways on the channel. As long as you guys do your part, you know, share my content, you know, like my content, and, you know, just like my hard work, and I'll keep working harder and harder and bringing better and better videos until I can take my channel to the top, or at least get noticed by a lot of people. And basically, it just meant so much to me. A lot of you guys came over from Addy's channel, and I want to invite you all to the channel and just thank you guys for coming over and, you know, giving me a chance to show my content. And on this channel, for those of you that are new, on this channel we don't always talk about Madden. Sometimes I like to talk about stuff other than Madden, you know, stuff about life, you know, topics, because that stuff's fun to talk about sometimes, because, you know, we don't always want to hear about the game. And so on this game, you know, I was running okay on offense, and I had to have a good offense. I knew I had to have a good offense because I was struggling on defense. You know, I had to have a strong offense. So right here, I'm trying to drive down before the half, get some sort of points on the board, and time's ticking away. And right here, you know, I throw into coverage. It was tipped away. I drop back again, run a screen. I get nice blocking. I try to break it out, and I cannot. So we got 6 seconds until halftime. I'm going to try to take a shot. I throw it up, decide to just throw it away, and we get a field goal before half. That was huge for us, you know, to get a 3-point lead going into halftime. Gave me some confidence going into the second half, and we received ball. So that definitely helped. And right here, I'm trying to reverse, and I do. I reverse to the other side of the field, and I'm able to score a touchdown and get it into the end zone. So at this point in the game, I was feeling really confident. I was feeling totally confident. I thought I had this game, and I shouldn't have done that. You know, I did not have the game in hand. You know, never in this year's Madden think you have the game, because you never have it, because the way the game goes, the way the Madden gods work, I don't know if you guys heard about the Madden gods, but they do exist. I swear they exist. If you're losing a game, your opponent will come back because of fumbles or Madden BS, but that's just how the game works. We got to just deal with that. We got to accept that. So this guy just brought it to a 3-point game, and I just need to move the ball on offense. I need to continue moving the ball on offense. You know, my defense doesn't even have to get a stop if I keep scoring, but, you know, sooner or later, I thought I may make a mistake, and I can't just assume I'm not going to make a mistake. I have to, you know, think in my head, if I make a mistake, will I still be in a good opportunity to win this game, in a good position to win this game? So right here, I run the ball for a first down, and we're in the middle of the third quarter. So right here, this is the dumbest play you will ever see in Madden. Okay, you see that? Okay, I have no clue what I was doing. It was probably the dumbest. I've never even tried to do that. I maybe did that in Madden 09, which was like my first Madden Online. I maybe tried to do that then, but never, ever did I do that now. So I don't know why I did that. Don't even ask me why. I thought the other side of the field was open for some odd reason, and end up only getting a field goal out of that. You know, I was able to move it down and get some of that yardage back, but still was only able to get a field goal. So now he's got the ball, and look, he's burning my defense. You know, with not a lot of speed with the Browns, you know, it's tough to stop Darren McFadden, Hayward Bay, you got Jacoby Ford, you got all the receivers. There's many more. They got, like I said, they've got speed across the board on the offense. And right here, I'm just trying to scramble away. It's a 1-point game, and we're nearing the end of the third quarter. And again, just trying to get my offense going, trying to keep my offense going. And if I score, I want to try to go for 2. So right here, we hit Travis Benjamin, this only speedy receiver, really. He's a great slot receiver on the Cleveland Browns. I go for 2, and unfortunately, I do not get it. But right here, back on the defensive side of the ball, I'm still very concerned because he's able to run the ball with ease with Darren McFadden. He was running a lot of draws, and I also wanted to watch the pass because they've got speed threats there as well. So I believe the Raiders are a great team to mix up the run and pass because they have so many weapons on offense. They may not have the high overalls and the high ratings, but the speed category is huge. You know, a couple years ago, speed in Madden was everything. Over the years, every single year, it matters less and less. But still, if you have speed, you're gonna be able to do some things on offense, and on defense, you're gonna be able to keep up if you got speed. So right here, I hit Trent Richardson with a draw, and I bust into the open field, and that just felt great. When you see that opening, you know, you don't feel that much in Madden where you just see the open field anymore. You used to break off these big gains, but you don't see it as much anymore in Madden. So that just felt great for me. And right here, man, just trying to get some stops on defense. We got a 4-point lead. So, you know, we figure we just can't let them score. We can give up a field goal. We're all right with giving up a field goal. We just don't want them to score. Especially playing with a good opponent like this. Who knows what he'll pull out, you know, late in the games, what, you know, what great money plays he hasn't used on me yet. Like I said, this guy's record was 70-something and 20-something, so he's definitely knows how to play the game, and he definitely knows how to close out games late in the fourth quarter. So he decides to take his points here. A lot of people don't take their points, and I totally respect this guy for taking his points. You know, this just shows me that he has a lot of confidence in his defense, and I have mad respect that he has this much confidence in his defense. You know, I love to see him taking his points and just playing real football, you know, just, you know, playing defense. Let's see if we can get a stop. That's what he's saying. Let's get a stop. And right here, you know, he stops me on the draw, and I'm just trying to waste clock, as much clock as I can. I just need a first down, and this will end it, and I'm able to get the first down. So this one's coming to an end. I want to thank you guys for all your support. It has been absolutely fantastic. I just can't believe, you know, how many likes I got on that last video. Keep up all the support, and we're going to take this channel to the top. You guys do your job by supporting me, and I'm going to do my job by bringing great videos every single day. So thank you guys for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And until next time, peace.